Time for another Mark's Comic Haul, y'all. I'm starting this one on a slightly somber note because, and I actually meant to do a video the day that I found out, but other things were going on. But you know, I just had a bunch of books pressed that I wanted to get sent to CBCS, and one of them was this Action Comics, which 485, one of my favorite covers of all time, by the great Neal Adams. And as you guys have heard, you know, Neal Adams passed away. Neal had been battling sepsis, and it had taken a pretty heavy toll on him, and he passed away just this last week. And so Neal was someone that I admired greatly. I was fortunate enough to kind of get to know him on a personal level and be friends with him and his wife Marilyn. And every time I would see him at shows, they would always say, "Hey, come sit behind the booth and let's catch up and whatnot." And they were just great people to me. And Neal was one of those guys. He was very opinionated, and you know, he was not afraid to tell you what he thought about anything in life. And sometimes people took that the wrong way. Sometimes people, you know, really learned from it. I would like to think that I hopefully learned a few things from Neal, but I'm really going to miss seeing him. And, you know, his impact on the industry is incalculable. I mean, it's like, if it wasn't for Neal, artists wouldn't be getting their pages of original art back. You know, he was the one that went to bat for so many people when it came to stuff like that. Jack Kirby, the Siegel and Schuster estates, you know, I mean, you name it. Neal was a powerhouse in this industry. And so I just wanted to say thank you to Neal for the great legacy that he leaves behind. I mean, we'll never forget this guy. He's done so much great work. And this is just one of many books I have signed by Neal, but it's one of my favorites. And so, and I just got this back. It was just pressed because I was going to send it in and to CBCS. And so I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like, I just got this back and then I find out that Neal passes away. And anyway, Neal, Godspeed, my friend. I hope you're no longer in pain, no longer suffering. And thank you for everything you've done for this industry. So that's my Neal Adams tribute. Didn't want to bring down the vibe too much because we got a lot of comics to get through here. I'm actually recording this video on my birthday. It's one of two videos I'm recording on my birthday. It is May 1st as I record this. And I just finished up Dallas Comic Show on April 23rd, 24th. So I was kind of relaxing from that. I had torn a muscle, and that's kind of had me down for the count a little bit. Next Dallas Comic Show, just in case anyone is interested, August 12th and 13th, dallascomicshow.com for more information on that. All right, so these books that you're about to see, these books came from one store, and that is Boomerang Comics. Now, you guys have heard me talk about Boomerang Comics before. They will sometimes have bargain books, back issue boxes, bargain books, and whatnot. They just recently sorted through big collections that they had, and all the books that were in there that were bagged and boarded, if they didn't have a price on the front, they were $2. So every one of these books that you're about to see is $2, because I didn't get any of them that were priced. They were all $2 books. I got 168 books. So I'm going to try to get through this as quickly as I can, but there's a lot of like minor keys here, so this could turn into a long video, hopefully not, but I'm warning you early. Okay, so we're going to do some DC, and then it's a bunch of Marvel and a tiny bit of independent. All right, so we got, I've never seen this book before. I assume others have seen this book, but it was kind of new to me. Lois Lane, book 1. This is written by Mindy Newell, who wrote that really good Catwoman series that DC put out, that miniseries. It was like a 4-issue miniseries with the black covers. So I assume this came out around the same time. I need to see if I can find issue 2, because it's issue 1 of 2. But I thought it was a really cool looking cover. Superman 74. You guys probably know what this is, of course. Part of the whole Doomsday storyline. This particular issue, this is the first battle between Doomsday and Superman in this issue. That's a first print. Superman, Man of Steel. This is, again, part of the big battle between Doomsday and Superman. Nice key book. This is one of those books that, like, you can find this in bargain boxes, like quarter boxes, dollar boxes. It's like a $20 book. Like, everybody overlooks this book because there were so many of these printed back then. But if you see this book, this is a $20 book. Grab it if you can find it cheap. Superman in Action Comics, number 684. Again, just part of the whole Superman versus Doomsday fight. First print. And then this is a fun book that I always grab when I see it cheap. This is Adventures of Superman, number 466. So you guys may know the character of Hank Henshaw is what ultimately would become Cyborg Superman. Well, this issue introduces Hank and kind of his like family of scientists, and it's very much done as almost like a parody of the Fantastic Four, because they go into space in a shuttle, they get hit with these rays, they turn in, they each exhibit different powers, and Hank Henshaw ends up becoming, he's like the Reed Richards of the group. He ends up like putting his consciousness into a machine. Well, ultimately, what happens to them is very tragic. But ultimately, Hank Henshaw becomes Cyborg Superman. So this issue is the first time that, like, he kind of is transformed, I guess you could say. So it's kind of like a minor key book, but it's a book that nobody seems to know about. Like, nobody ever talks about it, but I think it's kind of a cool book. All right, now we're into Marvel. This is Amazing Fantasy starring Spider-Man, number 16. Just kind of a fun continuation from Amazing Fantasy 15. Nice book. The Mighty Avengers, number 246. First appearance of Maria Rambeau, Monica Rambeau's mother, who I think we're going to see in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I think. It's certainly looking that way. Avengers number 314. In this issue, Nebula obtains a device that can eliminate the universe, but also Cersei joins the Avengers. And I love this white cover. Just really white background cover. Beautiful. And these are one of the things that made me buy 168 of these books for $2 a piece. Almost every single one of these books looks like it just came off the print press. Like, it doesn't look like anyone has touched it. Pristine mint. I mean, and some of these you just don't see like that. So I was like, when I'm looking at them, I'm like, wow, these look amazing. So this is Avengers number 326, first appearance of Rage, a character that kind of became a recurring character in the Avengers books of that time period. This is Avengers number 328, the origin of Rage. There's Rage right there. I guess you could say it's his first cover appearance. Avengers number 338. No key moment in this, just, you know, a nice looking book. Avengers number 343. Now this is a first partial team appearance of the Gatherers. Javert, the Third Swordsman, and Magdalene, alternate reality Avengers, basically. And it's also the debut of the Black Knight's Photon Sword, which you can see right there. It's basically a lightsaber. But yeah. So many, like, minor key moments in these Avengers books. I kind of love it. So this is Avengers number 344, first appearance of Proctor, who is a gatherer with Swordsman and Magdalene. Avengers number 345. This is just another, like, just a nice looking book. Some of these I just grabbed because I really like the covers. Like this one. Again, this awesome white cover. Avengers number 347. Yeah, just a really cool looking book. Avengers number 355. This is the first full appearance of the Gatherers, which is Swordsman, Proctor, Cassandra, Sloth, and Magdalene, and also the debut of a new costume for Cersei. So I guess you could say that's a minor key. Avengers number 359. This is the first cameo appearance of the Anti-Vision, which, for those of you that watch WandaVision, you remember the White Vision? Yeah, first cameo appearance of the Anti-Vision. And then this, of course, is first full appearance, I guess, of the Anti-Vision in Avengers. And just this really cool embossed cover. Always like that cover. Avengers number 363. Again, just a cover by. I just love that embossed cover. It looks like it's made out of metal. Avengers number 364. This is the first full appearance of Deathcry, who is a Shi'ar alien and Lilandra's niece, and has a cameo in 360. I'm sorry, has a cameo in 363 this issue, but is in shadow in the cameo. So this is the first full appearance of Deathcry. Man, I totally love this cover. No key appearance, nothing special, just a really cool Vision cover. Look at that white background. And again, like, this is one of those books that I've seen it before. I've never seen a copy this nice. Avengers number 370. First team appearance of Delta Force, which is a deviant task force led by Crow, Dragona, Enigma, Carcass, Ransack, Zabaoth, and Toro Rojo. Easy for me to say, right? But yeah, all that happens in this issue. Avengers number 371. First cameo of Lord Tantalus and first cameo of Lord Kahult. I guess it's Kahult. It's spelled Khult. I guess you could say cult, but it's spelled Kahult. Avengers number 375, just a cool key, 375th issue. No key moments or anything. It's just a really nice issue. It's got that silver ink. Again, that's the fingerprint magnet ink. Avengers number 377. This is the first appearance of Pavan. I think it's Pavan or Pavane, and his children, Ampere, Brawler, and Wanda. Not Wanda Maximoff, if that's what you're thinking. And then, let's see, we got a couple of annuals here. We got Avengers Annual number 21, which again, first full team appearance of the Anachronauts, mercenaries loyal to Kang. First appearance of Kang as Victor Timely, who is a businessman and land developer in Timely, Wisconsin. We all know that Kang appearances, key moments with Kang, have been very important lately in comics, so I figured why not. And then this is Avengers Annual number 22, first appearance of Blood Wraith, just kind of a throwaway 90s villain. Okay, give me 1 second here to get this stuff in order. That's not even, I haven't even gotten into, like, I've got a full box here of comics. We're going to be here for a while, folks. All right, hang on. Oh, man. I got to tell you, as much as I like the Avengers stuff, the stuff I'm about to show you, I think I'm actually more excited about this stuff because, again, it kind of falls under the category of you just don't see these books in good condition, at least not this good a condition. Avengers West Coast number 47. This was part of the whole evil Wanda storyline where Wanda goes evil, and I think this was one of the first issues that kind of leads into that. This is issue number 48, which, as you can see, she's definitely Dark Wanda there. These are really cool issues to have. Avengers West Coast. Did I say Avengers West Coast? I hope so. Avengers West Coast number 49. Again, just part of the whole evil Wanda storyline. There she is looking evil in the middle, as only John Byrne can do. Okay, this is Avengers West Coast number 51. This features the origin of Master Pandemonium and how he exchanged his soul to Mephisto to be made whole after a car accident. So I guess you could say that's kind of a cool minor key. This is Avengers West Coast number 52, which features the origin and death of Tommy and Billy Maximoff, the children of the Scarlet Witch, which she kind of manifests, you know. So that's definitely a cool key book to have. I always love this cover. This is Avengers West Coast 57, just another evil Wanda cover. I just love that cover. I like this one too. Avengers West Coast number 60. Again, evil Wanda. I wish I had got these back when WandaVision was on. Avengers West Coast number 63. First appearance and origin of Living Lightning. Avengers West Coast number 71, first appearance of Pele, also known as Mishi Sasaki. Avengers West Coast number 72, first appearance of Irizumi, who is a tattooed Japanese man who can absorb an attack and then redirect it onto his enemy. Interesting. Avengers West Coast number 75. Nothing really key here, just a giant-sized Avengers landmark issue, number 75. Avengers West Coast number 84. This features the origin of Spider-Woman, Julia Carpenter, Spider-Woman. And this is another one of those like kind of low-printed books. Avengers West Coast number 90. This features the cameo appearance of War Toy, who is a mate that Ultron created. So he had a mate. I used to have a page from, I think, this issue. This is Avengers West Coast number 91. It's the first full appearance of War Toy. It was a mate created by Ultron that possessed the brain power or brain patterns of Mockingbird. And I'm pretty sure I used to have a page from this issue, but I think I sold it. Because it had War Toy and Ultron on it, but it wasn't a very attractive page, so I was totally okay to sell it. Now, so far, you've seen some cool stuff. You've seen some stuff that I was happy to get for $2 a piece. This book is one that I was super happy to get for $2 because I recently got a copy of this book, but it wasn't in perfect shape. This copy is in perfect shape. And this is definitely a hot book right now. This is Avengers West Coast number 94. And this is the first time that James Rhodes officially becomes War Machine. Now, he wore the War Machine armor in Iron Man, but he still referred to himself as Iron Man. So this is the first time that he is actually called War Machine. And this is now like a $30, $40 book, I think. And it's so hard to find because I'm telling you, the print runs around this time period were so low on these books. So I was very, very happy to get that book for $2. And then this is Avengers West Coast number 95, just a continuation of that same story where you got Rhodey as War Machine there. So those books are not easy to come by. Avengers Spotlight number 31. First appearance of Xenophobic Man, who is a former Border Patrol agent who developed a deadly hatred against anyone wanting to cross into the U.S. People are always saying, why is there so much politics in comics nowadays? It's like a 30-year-old book, guys. Comic books have always had politics like this in them. So, anyway. And this is another rare book. Like, I can't believe the condition of this. It looks like it just came off the press. I don't know that I've ever even seen that book. And then this I just bought because I absolutely love the cover. Avengers Spotlight number 39, Black Knight Returns. Look at that cover by Steve Lytle. Beautiful cover. That black background. Probably not worth anything, but boy, am I glad to have it. Especially in that shape. Avengers Spotlight number 40. This is a book in which Vision reprograms himself with the brain patterns of a deceased scientist after losing his humanity when he was reassembled in West Coast number 45. So you know West Coast Avengers 45, that book that everybody wants that has Vision, the white Vision on the cover? This directly ties into that. And this is a book that you'll probably never find because no one was buying Avengers Spotlight at the time. But it directly ties into that issue with Vision on the cover of issue West Coast number 45. That's a book that everybody wants, but nobody seems to know about this. So that's a nice key to have. Okay. Regular Avengers. Avengers number 679. You guys, I'm sure, have seen this. This is the first appearance of the Challenger and an Immortal Hulk tie-in. Mark Brooks cover. Avengers number 680. This is a lead-in to the Immortal Hulk series in which the Hulk is resurrected. Everybody goes after the one with Hulk on the cover because they say it's the first Immortal Hulk, and it is. But some of these are kind of lead-in keys. This is the first time they reference Hulk as Immortal Hulk, is in this book, and that is Avengers number 682. So as you know, 684 is the one that everybody is looking for, but these books you can probably get for cheap, and they do tie in, very much tie in with Immortal Hulk. Avengers number 2 from the new run. This is the first full appearance of Callus the Void. Avengers number 7 from the new run. This is the origin of Ghost, who is the spirit of vengeance from 1 million BC, and the first appearance of the original Wendigo. Avengers number 9, which is the death of Stingray, first team appearance of Namor's Defenders of the Deep, which consists of Tiger Shark, King Crab, Orca, Andromeda, Blood Tide, Man of War, Piranhas, and Echidna. Minor key. Avengers number 12. This is the first team appearance of the Agents of Wakanda. First cameo appearance of Shadow, Colonel, who later is revealed to be Xeris. And also Blade joins the Avengers in this issue. And I really dig that cover. Black Widow number 1 from the Phil Noto series. I'm trying to go fast, guys, but there's a lot of books here. Captain America number 356. This is the first appearance of Mother Night, who was formerly called Suprema, and she was the nanny of the Red Skull's daughter. So I guess you could say it's a minor Cap villain, but definitely ties in with like all the Captain America lore. Oh, you know what? I skipped over an Avengers here. Sorry about this. This is Avengers number 10 from the Mark Waid run, and I think I just picked it up because I thought it was a really cool cover. Alex Ross. I don't know why I skipped that one. Okay, Captain America number 383. You guys probably, you all know this book. It's just an anniversary issue. It's got that gold ink on the cover, which again is like fingerprint magnet ink, and the cover is actually drawn by Ron Lim, and it's inked by Jim Lee. So that's just kind of a cool anniversary issue. Triple size 50th anniversary issue. You want to feel old? I remember buying this off the shelf. This came out, I don't even want to think about how old this is. What is this, 30 years old now? Because they just celebrated Cap's 80th anniversary. My God, that makes me feel old. Okay. Captain America number 390, first appearance of Superia, time-traveling terrorist who strives towards a future ruled by women. Look at all the women in the future. Again, the Comicsgate crowd probably would not like that book. Captain America number 396. This is the first appearance of the second Jack-O-Lantern. Really cool cover too. Captain America number 428, first appearance of AmeriCop. That book actually is somewhat searched for. I don't understand why. A lot of those Captain America books from that era were not super great, but this is Captain Marvel number 9, 2019. This is the 80th anniversary variant cover. Just a really nice kind of, frame cover there. Cosmic Powers number 1, Thanos. Ron Lim artwork there on the cover. Okay, we're getting into some Daredevil here. Daredevil number 292. It's got Daredevil and the Punisher. I will almost always buy anything with Daredevil and the Punisher. And especially when this cover is involved, because man, oh man, do I love this cover. I think this is one of the greatest Daredevil covers ever produced. 293, A Bullet for the Punisher. This is by Lee Weeks, and I just adore this cover. Look at the use of black, just beautiful. And this is another one of those books that's really hard to find in good shape. This copy is pretty much perfect, so happy to get that. Daredevil number 305. This is the first appearance of Terror in the mainstream Marvel titles. You guys remember Terror Incorporated? It's first introduced in like St. George number 2, I think. This is the first appearance of Terror in mainstream Marvel continuity. So I guess you could call it a minor key. Also from a period where a lot of these Daredevil books were not heavily produced. This is kind of a hot book right now. This is Daredevil 310, first appearance of Calypso on the cover. I think this is like a $20 book right now. Daredevil 319. This is the prologue to the Fall from Grace storyline. Just a really classic, iconic cover. Jumping off the building there. Falling off the building. This went into second print too. It's got a cool like reverse like black there. This is white. And then this is Daredevil 321, and this is a debut of Daredevil's new costume. And this actually has glow-in-the-dark ink on the cover. It's a really cool book. Aside from those Avengers West Coast issues that I was so excited about, this is probably the next most exciting thing to me in this haul. And it's, again, because you just don't see these books, especially in good condition. They were so low printed at the time, nobody was buying them, but they had really cool covers and really cool stories. And so we got Doctor Strange, number 11. Look at this, Jackson Guice. I guess this is Jackson Guice. Yeah, Jackson Guice. Just look at this cover with Hobgoblin. I mean, come on. That is an awesome cover. So Doctor Strange versus Hobgoblin. Here's another great one. Doctor Strange number 12, featuring Enchantress. And man, the camera doesn't do this justice. When you see this in person with the red background, oh my God, it's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. This is a minor key. This is the first cover appearance of Rintrah. We know that Rintrah is going to be in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. And it's also the origin of zombies in the Marvel Universe, created in part by, and I never know how to pronounce this, is it Chthon? Or Chthon, I guess? Anyway, kind of a nice minor key. And man, talk about a low-ordered book. This is Doctor Strange 21, and I just picked this up because it's got this really cool Dormammu cover. Nothing key about it, just a really cool book. Doctor Strange number 26, again, I picked this up strictly for the cover because it's got Doctor Strange Enter Werewolf by Night. I bet Mike at Comic Crypto Castle Hills is going to dig this cover. Is this Michael Golden? I think this may be a Michael Golden cover. Isn't that cool? Look at that. Doctor Strange number 27, and I just got this because it's another part of that Werewolf by Night crossover. Just wanted to read it. Doctor Strange number 28. This book was kind of a heavily ordered book. I remember at the time, because Marvel did something weird. They released this book, and then they also released, this is Doctor Strange number 28, but they also released Doctor Strange and Ghost Rider number 1 with the same cover, and I believe the same insides, at the same time. And I remember at the time thinking, what is this? Like, why are they releasing the same book in two different ways? So this is Doctor Strange number 32, first full appearance and origin of Nox, the Roman name for the Greek goddess of night, NYX. Doctor Strange number 49. This is a bit of a minor key. First appearance of many magical deities that Doctor Strange invokes to conjure his spells, including Valtur, Ragador, Munipor, Denak, the Seraphim, and Watum. It's just a cool looking book too. And then Doctor Strange number 50, of course, is the first team appearance of the Secret Defenders with this holofoil cover. Got two of those. Doctor Strange number 51 is the death of Ren-Tra. And again, like I said, Ren-Tra is in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. There's Ren-Tra right there. So that's the death of Ren-Tra in this issue. And then last Doctor Strange book is Doctor Strange Annual number 3, first appearance of Killian, who is a vessel of 3 Celtic gods who later becomes Wild Pride. Okay. Man, I'm running out of space for these books. Okay, now Excalibur. Another series that doesn't really get the credit that it probably deserves. I mean, so many of these books, like you had this awesome artwork by Alan Davis, and there were some minor keys that happened there. For example, this is first appearance of Vega Superior, the son of Krakoa, and this is Excalibur number 31. Guest starring the X-Men. Excalibur number 44, this is the first appearance of Micromax, who is an MI6 agent that can manipulate his size. Excalibur number 46, first cameo appearance of Cerise in disguise. Love that Alan Davis cover. My God. Just gorgeous. Excalibur number 47, first full appearance of Cerise, who is a deserter of the Shi'ar Empire. Really like this cover. And this is a cover I just bought because I just thought it was a gorgeous cover, and that's Excalibur 48. Really reminds me of, what is that, X-Men 248 with Captain America, Wolverine, and Black Widow on the cover. It kind of has that same sort of feel. Just really iconic. Excalibur number 50, just a, 50th issue. I guess you could say it's minor key because it's a landmark number. Got two of those. Excalibur number 51, and again, I just bought this because of the cover. It's sort of a parody of the cover to Excalibur number 1. Excalibur number 52, and again, I think I just bought these mainly because they're just cover buys, really. Professor X versus the X-Men. And I love the kind of self-referential, if this doesn't increase sales, who knows what will. I love that. That's 52. This is 53. Really great Spider-Man cover. Yeah, that's right. It's me. 5 monthly titles of my own aren't enough. So now I'm taking over this one. You got a problem with that? Come on, that's great. Excalibur 57 featuring the X-Men. And this cover is by Joe Madureira. Early Joe Madureira artwork. I think Joe did some interior artwork on Excalibur too, but I can't remember. It's been a while since I've read them. Excalibur 58, X-Men No More. And again, I believe this is Joe Madureira. Excalibur number 59, Excalibur 2, featuring Captain America, Black Panther, War Machine. Was that Nightcat? Jeez. First team appearance of Excalibur 2? And lastly, Excalibur 61, Phoenix Returns. Nuff said. Just thought that was a really cool cover. Okay, so that's it for Excalibur. Now we're getting into Fantastic Four. The original Marvel family. Fantastic Four. Always like this cover. This is Fantastic Four 325, Enter the Silver Surfer. I believe this is Ron Frenz, inked by Joe Sinnott. Fantastic Four 354, which is first appearance of Casey, who is a train conductor for the TVA, the Time Variance Authority. Fantastic Four 357, Alicia Masters is revealed to be a Skrull named Elijah the Laser Fist in this issue. Fantastic Four number 359, first appearance of Devos the Devastator, or is it Devos, however you want to pronounce it. Fantastic Four 360, first appearance of Dreadface, who is a symbiote that is hatched from an egg. Fantastic Four 362, first appearance of Wild Blood, and starring, there's Wild Blood right there, and starring the Amazing Spider-Man. Fantastic Four 363, this is the first appearance of Oculus, named right there on the cover. Fantastic Four 376, first appearance of Psylord, who is Franklin Richards as an adult. I was reading Fantastic Four around this time period, like all this great Paul Ryan artwork. I actually own a nice Paul Ryan page from this time period too. Fantastic Four number 377, this is the first appearance of Huntara, daughter of Nathaniel Richards and half-sister to Mr. Fantastic, and the first team appearance of the Fearsome Foursome. Right there. Fantastic Four number 23, Fantastic Four Annual 23, first appearance of Ahab. And Fantastic Four number Annual 28, which is the first appearance of Wild Streak. There's Wild Streak. Man, getting all these first appearances here that no one's ever heard of. Okay, we're getting into Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider number 5. I think I showed you a copy of, what was it, number 6, number 7, the second print variant. This is Ghost Rider number 5, first printing versus the Punisher. Or maybe this is the one I showed you the gold version of a second ago. Anyway, that's the first print, number 5. Ghost Rider number 6, which is the second part of that storyline. Always like that cover. Ghost Rider number 15. This is the second printing of the glow-in-the-dark cover. And I always like this because of the gold that they put around there for the second print. But the glow-in-the-dark portion in the middle is the same. Ghost Rider number 50. I don't see this issue very often. This has got a die-cut cover on it. So if you lift up the flames, you can see underneath. I guess I don't know what's underneath. Just more flames, probably. But still, it's kind of a cool cover, and I don't think I've ever owned this issue, ever. So, happy to get that. Ghost Rider number 1, annual number 1, first appearance of Night Terror, and guest appearance of Blade, the Vampire Hunter. Guardians of the Galaxy number 7, first appearance of Malevolence, who is the daughter of Mephisto. Guardians of the Galaxy number 8. This is the first appearance of, our first cameo appearance of Rancor. And then, of course, that means that Guardians of the Galaxy number 9 is the first full appearance of Rancor, who is mentioned right there on the cover. Guardians of the Galaxy number 12, first appearance of Wileadus, easy for me to say, who becomes 30th Century Spirit of Vengeance. I think it's Wileadus. And then in issue number 13, it's the first appearance of Spirit of Vengeance, who is the Ghost Rider from the future, who is Wileadus. So first appearance before that of the guy, first appearance as the Spirit of Vengeance in this book. There was some talk at one point about this book because people thought that when Donny Cates introduced Cosmic Ghost Rider, because that's a Cosmic Ghost Rider, they thought it was the same thing, and it was not. Guardians of the Galaxy number 15, first appearance of Protege, who's a very massively powered cosmic being, but that was defeated and depowered. So that's first appearance of Protege in this issue. Guardians of the Galaxy number 18, first appearance of Talon, who is an Inhuman. They end up on this, like, with this Punisher gang in the future. So, Guardians of the Galaxy number 28, first appearance of the 5th roster of the Masters of Evil, led by Dr. Octopus. Okay. Done with Guardians and Ghost Rider. Let's move on to Incredible Hulk number 354. I just always liked this cover. There is an artist that you may or may not know of. His name is Jeff Purves. And Jeff Purves was the guy that kind of succeeded John Byrne and Todd McFarlane, but came right before Dale Keown. And of course, when Dale Keown hit, everybody was like, oh my God, Dale Keown. So they kind of forgot about this guy. His name's Jeff Purves. And I always thought this guy was a really cool Hulk artist. And some of his covers, I think, are really iconic, and this is definitely one of my favorites. This is issue 354. I really like this cover. I think it just kind of captures the intensity of Hulk, you know. This is Incredible Hulk number 366. This is the first appearance of the Riot Squad, which is Jailbait, Ogress, and Hotshot. The issue right before this is got the blue background, is the first Dale Keown art on Hulk. I have tons of that book. I really don't want any more of them because I have so many of them. Incredible Hulk number 370. This features the cameo appearance in the final panel of the Dark Hulk. And again, some people, myself included, wondered if the Dark Hulk, which you'll see right here, was supposed to be Titan in the current Hulk series. Anyway, this is the first full appearance of Dark Hulk in issue number 371. Issue number 372 features the return of the green-skinned Hulk. Issue number 379 features the first appearance of Delphi, Ajax, Achilles, Hector, and Paris of the Pantheon. Always dug that cover. And then this is just kind of an anniversary issue, Hulk 393. This book was kind of highly printed at the time, but it actually did go into second printing. It's got a foil cover, and yeah, I always liked that book. So I got two of those. So this is kind of funny. This is Incredible Hulk number 413. There's nothing really dramatic or key about this issue, but I do want to show you guys why I bought it, because I thought this was really funny. I mean, it's not worth going out and buying the book for, but I thought it was kind of funny. So in this book, he fights these hologram monsters, and if you look right here, he's about to say Doomsday. That is very obviously Doomsday from Superman, and Hulk just knocks the crap out of him. So it's a Doomsday cameo, only not an official Doomsday cameo, but still, I thought that was pretty funny. And that's Hulk number 413. I may actually go back and pick up, because this is the first part of a, I think it's like a 4-part storyline. Yeah, see? First part of a 4-part storyline. So I may go get the other 4 parts, but I think that's the only, significant, gag in the book. Hulk number 419. This is the first cover appearance and second appearance of Talos the Untamed. You guys might remember Talos was the Skrull in Captain Marvel. Hulk number 425. This features the death of Achilles. It's just a really cool holographic cover. Yeah, see that's picking up there. And then Hulk number 426. I don't know why I bought this, other than I know in the story they introduce a character that is supposed to be Hal Jordan, basically. I think they call him Dr. J or something like that. He's like an inmate in this insane asylum, but he kind of makes references to who he used to be, and it's very obviously supposed to be Hal Jordan. So again, another DC Comics reference in an Incredible Hulk book. So I think I just picked it up because I thought that was kind of funny. Okay, now we're getting into Iron Man. We're getting close to the end, guys. I know this is a long video. I apologize. Iron Man number 272. This book features the origin of Mandarin, and specifically how he got the 10 rings. So I guess you could call that a minor key. Iron Man number 278. This is the first appearance of Shatteraxe, who is a cybernetically enhanced Kree hunter. And it's also the debut of Iron Man's Space Armor Model 2, which has the ability to access Kree intelligence. And I always like picking up the Iron Man issues where they introduce the new armors. So this is one of those, a lot of people don't realize it has a new armor featured in the book. And that's Iron Man 278. This is a book I was really happy to get. And again, you don't see this in very good condition whenever you see it. This is Iron Man number 284, and this is the first appearance of James Rhodes in the War Machine armor, although he's still referred to as Iron Man in this issue. So this is one of those books that's probably going to be pretty hot pretty soon. Like I said, they don't call him War Machine yet, but he does put on the Iron Man armor for the first time in that book. This is Iron Man 287, which features the first appearance and first cover appearance of Atom Smasher. Kind of a cool book. Iron Man Annual number 8. There is nothing key about this book. I just thought it was a really cool cover featuring X Factor. And it's in really nice shape. You guys know what this book is? This is Magneto number 0. It was a mail-away book that you had to send off for through Marvel. And the main reason I grabbed this is because every time I see this book, because it was a mail-away book, it's almost always damaged. It's got spine ticks and things like that. This one is pretty much perfect. So, and it's Bill Sienkiewicz cover. Marvel Action Universe. This is basically a comic book meant to tie in with the animated series at the time. You know, it's just one of those books that you don't see very often. It's probably not worth anything, but Marvel Comics presents Wolverine. Now this is interesting. This issue features the origin of Wolverine's yellow and blue suit. It is Marvel Comics presents number 95. Got this great Sam Keith cover, and it basically explains the origins of his suit. And then this issue, Marvel Comics Wolverine number 98, this features the origin of his name, Wolverine, which was given to Logan by Native Americans of the Blackroot tribe, and when it's translated, it means skunk bear. So they explain all of that in this issue, number 98. Did I say 89? 98. Sorry. Great Sam Keith cover. Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close. We're getting close. I couldn't believe this was in there for $2. New Warriors number 1. First print. I mean, this is like a $20 book, you know. I'll buy that all day for $2. And they had New Warriors number 1, second print with the gold ink, the fingerprint magnet gold ink. New Warriors number 61. This is the first full appearance of Spider-Side in costume. That is not an easy book to find. And this is also not an easy book to find. New Warriors number, was this 82? Or, no, I'm sorry, 62. And it's in this issue, the Scarlet Spider joins the New Warriors. Not an easy book to find now, especially in good condition. The Punisher number 24, first appearance of the Shadow Masters. I guess you could call that a minor key. First team appearance of Shadow Masters. Silver Surfer number 82. This is the first full appearance and cover appearance of Tyrant, who has been rumored to pop up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Spectacular Scarlet Spider number 1. This is first appearance of Override, who later becomes Shadrach, and first appearance of Aura, wife of Override. So what this was during Spectacular Spider-Man, they took a break, and there were 2 issues like in between, and it was issue 1 and issue 2 of this Spectacular Scarlet Spider, and then they went back to regular numbering of Spectacular Spider-Man. I think they had issue 2, and I don't know why I didn't grab it, so I may go back and try to get that if they still have it, but kind of an interesting little side book there. Spectacular Spider-Man number 14. I just grabbed this because I dug the cover, And I could be wrong, but I think this is early Joe Madureira artwork, Spidey and Green Goblin, and this is annual number 14. So yeah, probably nothing key in it, but kind of a cool book to have. Spider-Man number 46. I grabbed this because it had this silver ink background, but I think there's actually a tear on this book that I did not notice when I grabbed it. It's right up here at the top. You see that? Looks like the spine is split. But it's a cool looking book. Other than that, Spider-Man Unlimited number 5. This is the first appearance of Ollie Osnick as the Steel Spider. Let me just put it this way. When you get into Spider-Man Unlimited, there's not a lot of key books to look for. So, all right. Almost done. This is the final stack right here in my hand. Thor number 424. This is the first appearance of the Blue Celestial, who is the first Celestial with a documented birth. It's a really cool cover there by Ron Frenz. Thor number 450. First appearance of Blood Axe in this issue. And it's, you know, landmark issue. Web of Spider-Man number 81. First appearance of Bloodshed, who is a petty criminal with an armored battle suit. And I mean, these days, you never know if they're going to turn one of these secondhand Spider villains into like their own movie. I mean, you guys saw what was announced last week with that El Muerto movie. First, this is Web of Spider-Man 107, first appearance of Sandstorm. So Sandstorm, not to be confused with the Sandman. Different villain. And then I picked this up. This is 108, just because it continues that Sandstorm storyline. Web of Spider-Man Annual 8. The reason I picked this up is because this is part 3 of a 3-part Venom story that went through the annuals for Web of Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, and I think, is it Amazing Spider-Man? Maybe. But anyway, Venom is, it's like a backup story in there, and this is part 3. What If, number 31, what if Spider-Man had kept his cosmic powers? This is the first appearance of an alternate reality cosmic Spider-Man who kept his powers after, what was it, the events of, what was that crossover book? I forget. You guys know what I'm talking about. What If, number 33, what if Phoenix rose again? Cameo appearance of Omega Red. Now, this is interesting. This book was released the same day as X-Men number 4, which a lot of people consider the first appearance of Omega Red. Omega Red is in this book, and no one's looking at this book. Like, this is one of those weird kind of key books that you might want to look for if you can find it, because this technically matches the same time as first appearance of Omega Red. I was really shocked they had that in there, because I have not seen that book, except for maybe guys that have it jacked up for like 60, 80 bucks or whatever. Wolverine number 37. This is the first appearance of Albert, who is a synthetic doppelganger of Wolverine, and the first cameo appearance of LCD, who is an android / bomb. And then this is Wolverine number 38, which features the first full appearance of LCD, and the second. LCD is the name that I'm saying, not LCD like LCD. It's LCD is the name of the character. Anyway, the death of Albert in this issue, or I guess the second appearance of Albert. All right, Wolverine number, what is this? Number, I hate when they do the numbering like this. Number 97. This is the first appearance of Chimera, a pirate who travels between dimensions, accompanied by plasma wraiths. It's a cool cover, but the number's down here and it's really hard to read. Almost done, guys. Almost done. X-Force number 10. First team appearance of the Externals, who is a group of immortals. Gideon, Saul, first appearance. Absalom, first appearance. Burke, first appearance. Nicodemus, first appearance. Externals are reintroduced in Excalibur number 11 as part of the X of Swords storyline. So the Externals make their first appearance in this book. X-Force number 32, this is the first full appearance of Paige Guthrie, who later becomes Husk. X-Force number, what do we got here? X-Force number 51. First appearance of Risque, the world's first Native American / Latina character, and Boom Boom becomes Meltdown in this issue. X-Men number annual 3, first team appearance of the new Hellfire Club, Reva Page as White Queen, Benazir Kaur as Black Queen, and B. King as White King. These are all first appearances, and then an appearance of Shinobi Shaw as Black King. Just random X character first appearances. You never know. And then the last book I have here is X-Men 2, the official comic book movie adaptation. I only grabbed this because I've noticed that, you know, Kelly Hu does convention appearances, and Rebecca Romaine has started doing convention appearances, and I thought, you know, if I wanted to have them sign a book, this would be a good book to have them sign, so I grabbed that. Okay, guys, that's it. That's my big Boomerang Comics haul. So every one of those books you just saw was $2. I believe it's 168 books total. Woo! So now, granted, there's some stuff in there that's not that great, but I think I managed to get a few really nice keys that kind of made up for it. I mean, you know, geez, these Doctor Strange books alone, you know, some of these are just, I mean, they're so beautiful. I'm just really happy. Like that one especially, I was really happy to get. I love this Werewolf by Night cover. You know, that's a great one. That's a great one. You know, some of the stuff like that, it just kind of made it all worth it. And, you know, I don't mind paying a little bit extra for bargain books if they're really nice books like that. And like I said, every one of those books looks like it just came off the press. It looks like they haven't been read. They're really, really nice shape. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I guess I'll see you guys later this week for a new This Week haul. But yeah, lots of stuff, both with my Dallas Comic Show haul video and this Boomerang Comics haul video. So hopefully you guys are finding some stuff out there that you love as well, and hopefully I'll have more stuff to show you guys coming up. I'm gonna have a lot of free time over the summer, so I'm hoping to hit some shows and get some more haul videos going. If you guys enjoyed this content, and if you made it this far into the video, thank you. I admire your persistence. And again, heartfelt thoughts go out to Neal Adams, his family, his wife Marilyn. They always treated me really well, and I'm definitely going to miss Neal. So go buy yourself a Neal Adams comic book. Show some love for Neal. And if there's a particular Neal Adams comic book that you love, comment down below and let me know about it. I'd like to hear, you know, which one. Like I said, this has always been one of my favorite covers that Neal did. You know, I love Superman, and this is definitely one of my favorites. But let me know about your favorite Neal Adams covers and Neal Adams books, and yeah, just share among each other, right? So yeah, I'm going to do some quick shout outs here. Comic Crypto Castle Hills, of course, Fred Hall Direct Edition, Seeking Near Mint, you know, The Doom 143, Mr. Rigor Mortis 86, Sean Hogan, Free Energy, Ian Hunter, Louis V. God, who am I leaving out? I know I'm leaving out some people. I hate it when I do this because I always forget like half the people I want to mention. But listen, guys, there's a lot of great stuff out there on YouTube, really great stuff in the comic community. I'm seeing a lot of new guys pop up and they're doing great things. So just keep up the great work. If you guys like this content, please like and subscribe down below. If you want to find out more about me, you can go to bigfanboy.com, the longest running movie news and review site in Dallas. Free comic book day. I will be out at Zeus Comics and Collected Comics on Saturdays. Zeus for the first half of the day, Collected for the second half of the day. Check out bigfanboy.com for more info on that. We'll have that posted this week. I'm Mark Walters. I'll see you guys on the next episode of Mark's Comic Hall, y'all. Take care, everybody. Bye.